Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm going to try to do two back-to-back reviews, but today we're going to have unfortunately a power outage. Like there's not going to be any electricity supply in our area from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's almost 6 hours or so. So I hope during the video the lights don't go out. So I plan to do back-to-back two videos. One is the house. Everybody knows Carolina Herrera, which is going to be the next episode. But this episode I'm going to do a new house. It's from um, brother. This is one of the brothers who actually knocked me. I'll tell you the story. His house is called Monarch Parfums. Okay, so he sent me generous samples, 310 ml samples of his creations, and they are mostly like going to do impressions of very expensive kind of designer and niche perfumes both. So they have the catalog, and he knocked me. His name is brother Hasan Rahman. Okay, he's actually originated from Bangladesh, but he lives in the States. So his company, I think, is also based in States. Very soon they're going to start shipping, or rather open a business inside our country, Bangladesh. So what they did was they gave samples to a few reviewers and on YouTube who likes fragrances, and like I think random samples just to test, and then if they want to do review. So I was very pleasantly surprised, and I'm very happy that he sent me the samples. I just got them. It was like he sent it about a month back or so. I just got them a few days back. So I tested them, and I'm gonna do my initial impression, or rather, oh, don't know where I kept my paper strips. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know how good they are. Each of them are. I have three. Each of them are clone of or impression of three very popular perfumes. Two of them I have, other one I do not have, but I tested it before. So here we go. So these are the three samples, I believe. Yeah, in the glass atomizers, and now they're giving only samples and decants. And I have seen in few groups that people received it or bought it, and they're very happy with their fragrances. Okay, so one of the samples, actually, unfortunately, the sprayer kind of was not working. So what I did was I transferred it to my own decant bottles. So this is still working. So let's go one by one. Let's pick up a random order and let you know how good they are. And three of them that I got, I'll just tell you one thing: the quality is really, really good. First of all, if you're not a fan of clone fragrances, you can skip them, no problem. But if, let's say, you're on budget, I don't know how much pricing or prices they're gonna ask for, but I do not know because it's not there available yet. But I believe it's gonna be reasonably priced. So if it's so these fragrances are very good quality. So I think I'm gonna start with this one. I don't know how to say this one. La Pomme Intoxiquee. I don't know. I'll write down the names. And this is actually supposed to be a impression of Apple Brandy by Kilian. So at first I thought it's intoxicated, but I think it's more like Apple Brandy. So Apple Brandy I tried once, and it's something I didn't review yet. This fragrance is gonna be very, very like close to that. I'll tell you that much. But by Kilian, Apple Brandy, it's one known to be one of their top sellers and more popular ones. So let's try. Nice little glass sample with the plastic atomizer, and then the name is there. So let's try this one by one on the skin. Okay, let's try this one here. Okay, good atomizer. This is working still. So okay, so this is very, very beautiful. If you do like apple and kind of boozy fragrances, this is definitely a good mix of those. And it's more like apple crumbs, like if you smell, if you do cook, and if you like apple pie, you're gonna pick up that vibe from this perfume of those apples, green apples. It's very sweet, very rich. At the same time, it's like mild booziness surrounding it. It's not super boozy. It's not like a Baraonda or kind of like the dirty whiskey feel that you get. This is more like a pleasant, almost like apple cider vinegar. That's like natural with the mother. Like if you ever had apple cider vinegar, okay, with the mother or the mom. I forgot. Anyway, so this reminds me of those elements. Very sweet, and it's very, very beautiful, and also reminds me a little bit of Hugo Boss bottled, because I think the connection is apples here. I'm not saying this is a clone of this, but if you picked up Hugo Boss bottle, you're gonna see that apple pie resemblance, in that fragrance. So this is very, very good quality, very smooth. I do not detect any alcohol blast from this. It's very beautiful, very, very smooth, and it smells like the real deal. Okay, longevity from this, from the two wearings that I gave, I think I got about 6 to 7 hours. Okay, with two sprays that I did just now. If you go heavy, if you have the main bottle, I think it's gonna have bigger sprays, and you're gonna go about 8 hours or so. If you go 3 sprays of this, I would go about 4 to 5 sprays to make it a proper wearing. And this is really good for people who love the note of apples and a little bit of that not vinaigrette, but it's almost like that apple brandy sort of. Okay, so I never tried brandy, but I cannot tell, so I cannot tell if it smells like brandy, but you do get that apple connection definitely with that booze around. So very beautiful, very nice spiced kind of a fragrance as well. It smells a little bit spicy, good for cold weather, just like apple brandy. I think fall and winter will be perfect for this. So this one, for the quality, I'm giving it 9 out of 10. Okay, if longevity was beast mode, I would have given it 10. So this is the first one. This is called La Pomme Intoxiquée. Sorry, I do not speak French. I think perhaps someone would be able to understand what I mean. Okay, so right now you can check out. I'll put down also their page from Facebook. You can go and check and give them a like. So and you can message them for samples or bottles. Okay. So next one, I'm picking up in random order. This is the heat of the moment. This is the bottle you see is empty. I'm sorry I did not finish it, but unfortunately I'll show you the sprayer. It got kind of like not working. So it's obviously I'm not blaming the brother. It's just unfortunate. But never mind. I recovered the use. It's here, heat of the moment. So let's try this. This is a clone of I think Layton by Parfum de Marly. So I have Layton. I'll compare it. Okay, let's try it here. Let's go 2 sprays. This fragrance, it's also a very good fragrance. He gave me a list of 7-8 fragrances I picked. Like I said, these are the 5 I would like to try. So send me like 2 or 3 out of those. So he sent me some of the best ones. So this one right here. Okay. I'll compare this with Layton. Layton is known to be one of the best fragrances that Parfum de Marly ever released, and they also have Layton exclusive. I never smelled it, but this is hands down one of my top favorite Parfum de Marly fragrance, if not the top. This one, what you get from it, it's very warm, kind of spicy. Again, that apple sort of feel that you get from Hugo Boss bottle. Many people consider this to be a niche version of Hugo Boss bottle, and I can kind of see where they're coming from. But this has like sweetness. It has some spiced apples and stuff, and it has some amber. So it's kind of like cinnamony as well. So what you get from this fragrance, heat of the moment, I think these are very, very close, very close. This is tad bit sweeter. What I'm picking up in this one, it's the heat of the moment. This one has a little bit more sweetness. It's like more syrupy sweetness in this. So the sweetness is a little bit more up in this one, and the Layton, the spice is a little bit more. So performance wise, this has very good performance, 8 hours plus. Layton on me, on my shirt, it lasts about around 8 to 10 hours. You can definitely project with the first 2 to 3 hours. So very good performer, but a little bit more pricey. So if you are a fan of Layton, you can also try I think Hani Hafiz's house, Alexandria house. They also have, I think, Apple Crumb or something. I forgot the name of the Layton clone. That's pretty good. But this one, the quality differences right up from the top, these are very, very high quality fragrances. I'll tell you, I keep saying that because I do not get any alcohol blast, nothing synthetic, cheap plastic. So that's what really, impressed me. These fragrances I was sent for free, but I'm still giving you opinions. What is actually my own opinion? I was not biased or not trying to hype them up. Just talking about these fragrances, so their house is known. If there's a review, there's a reference point. So you can get a sample or something, then you can try for yourself. You will be very impressed, I'm pretty sure. And they also have many other niche fragrances. You can definitely try their clones. So this is very beautiful, very nice, a sweet kind of a fragrance. Anybody is gonna love this smell. It's a crowd pleaser, good for dating, romantic setup and stuff like that. So this is called Heat of the Moment. Really love this. This is, I'm giving it a 10. It has better performance than the previous one, and the projection from this is really, really good. The smell also I like a little bit more interesting. Last but not least, I think this is the best I save for the last. This is a very big fragrances impression. Yes, there are a lot of impression on this fragrance. Thousands of them, people already got sick by them, I guess. But if you do love this fragrance, Creed Aventus, I do not know which batch they made. I'm just gonna give you my opinion. Okay, so if you like Aventus, this is a clone of that. It's called Revolution. So I'm using the word clone. It's more like inspired expression. You can see it anyway, but more like it's inspired by Aventus. So this fragrance, this has the best performance among all of them. This one, when I tried on my skin, let me try, I'll tell you. Let's go two sprays. This is like so far the best out of the bunch. Okay, so what you get from this, you get that very citrus lemony opening, which is not exactly I would say identical to Aventus. Aventus has more of pineapple opening. It has a smoky pineapple. It has this little bit of birch leaves, you know, so it's kind of like little dark as well, a dark pineapple. What you get from this, from their expression Revolution, this has that kind of lemony opening. It has an opening. It's not similar to any other clones that I smelled. Zebra by Rasasi, Sidinium from Club New Intense Man. It doesn't have any of those cheap synthetic opening that many of the clones would give you. But think of something like a zesty lemon or a lemon leaf. If you just break it and rub it on your skin, that's the kind of lemony opening you get, and slowly it starts opening up, you know. Now it's opening up. So you get that citrus fruits. It get that sweet citrus fruits. It's almost like a Durham cologne sort of a lemonade. It has a lot of sweetness to it, but the fruitiness slowly starts opening. Then you start getting that pineapple. And it's really, really beautiful. It's like pineapple juice. So yes, you may say that if I have Aventus, if I have many other Aventus like colognes, why would I need this? You don't need anything, you know, like it's always about your collection. It's always about interest, what you need, what you want. It's about that, but there's no harm in trying new things, okay? So this fragrance, as I was telling you, first of all, the longevity on this is fantastic. If you wear it on your clothes, it's gonna push for 10 hours plus. And just like Aventus, this works like, you know, the system, how it works, like after 2 hours you feel it's gone, then it comes back, you know. It's like that magical properties of Aventus also present in this, right? So that's what is good about it. Great presence. You can wear it all year round, just like Aventus. It has more fruity than smoky. So this is a fruity batch cologne. So it kind of reminds me of Aventus cologne, which I also love, and that bit of Projada Velicium of the blue properties. You know, it has this kind of like a bright aquatic sort of feel. So if you like those fragrances, you can definitely try out. He told me, brother Hasan told me, this is one of their most popular ones so far they distributed. People gave very high praise on this one, and this is one of the most popular ones. Obviously, it's Aventus clone, so this is getting a perfect 10 as well. I mean, the previous one got 10, but this is also 10. But I really like this one the most out of the three. So you can definitely check out all these fragrances and much more. I'll leave the link. You can go and ask for a catalog of their products. You can give them a like so far. I don't think they have a YouTube channel, but soon once they come in Bangladesh or they open their house for distribution, you can use these videos for reference point and you can try out this sample that I talked about. I'll put the names below and I'll tell you which fragrances clone they are. You can try them. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, brother Hasan Rahman, taking all the trouble to send me these samples. They came in very pristine condition. What's that word? Good condition. So thank you so much for your generosity, brother, and I wish you all the best with your business. As a fellow Bangladeshi, I'm very proud of you. So everybody have a nice day. Time to move on to the second review. See you soon. Bye bye.